Welcome to Burnington. Let's burn up the night. Yeah, I had drank too much caffeine. As always, I'm Prometheus, also known as Prom, also known as Jaded Star, and I am here with Lady Chuckleton. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Absolutely. Hello, my name is Leigh Chupton. I'm a trans variety VTuber who loves to play a variety of games. Pretty much my main shtick at the moment is that I pretty much go through a variety of games through the alphabet. So starting with game A, going all the way to game Z. We actually just beat our game P as of late, which it was Psychonauts. And actually tomorrow we're going to be starting our game Q. So we've just pretty much been doing that for two-ish, three-ish years. I don't know how long by this point, but it's been fun.
Wait, free issues? It's like years? What do you mean?
Three-ish like years. Like
Oh,
I think it's like around like the 2.5 year mark since we've started doing it, I want to say, but I don't have that off the top of my head fully.
I can't even remember my debut, so I understand.
What
So, what got you into streaming?
got me into streaming was I don't know. I just pretty much just like I've always wanted to do like a ton of like full on like content creation in general. But specifically streaming was always like a fun topic for me to just kind of hang out with people and be able to play games that I kind of, because of ADHD brain, just kind of struggle to finish as a whole. So streaming kind of gives me a reason and ability to just kind of vibe with people, play games, and be able to finish some of those games.
Fair enough. Um, I have to ask you. So I've seen you in your house. You sent me like the waving image. Um,
Hmm.
so do you have lore associated with the house, or is it just explain?
That's just pretty much a background I got near when I started streaming. I pretty much have with this specific VTuber with the VTuber thing in general. I started in like 2021 ish, and pretty much that's been like the main vibe background that I've been using the whole time.
Okay. So is there no lore? Are you a person?
I mean, I would say I'm a person, I think, but with the background itself, it's mainly just something I kind of got without full lore intentions, I guess I'll say.
Oh, also are your eyes differently colored?
They are actually, yes. The eye that is technically on the right side, um, I actually have in real life, a form of astigmatism in the eye that is discolored. And I wanted to kind of contribute that, not contribute, kind of wanted to add that as something with my VTuber. And pretty much with that, with the help of another artist friend, we were able to work this eye out. You can't really get a good look at it too much because of the hair, but pretty much it's discolored to represent my real life visual issues with that eye.
Oh, is it heterochromia? I think is what it's called.
Can't fully say the actual name, but essentially what it does is that when I'm looking through that eye solely, it's almost like I'm seeing double, where it like I'm looking at my webcam right now, and pretty much I am seeing close to two webcams at the same time when just looking through that eye. So I don't know what the name is for that, but that's kind of what what it is that is the exact astigmatism.
Honestly, that sounds kind of scary because what if you lose the one eye that you can see normally out of, and then you
That
like
is mhm.
I don't
That
know.
is something that I hope to not experience at some point because that will be rough. But I am also hoping to, whenever I could get like the extra money and stuff like that, looking into the potential of like laser eye surgery and stuff like that to be able to hopefully give ramifications to it to be able to finally see out of both of my eyes because The other eye also has some sight issues, but not nearly as bad as the other.
Oh, I understand. But I can't understand. My eyes are weird.
Hmm.
Because I came from two parents who required glasses, and then I have not needed glasses yet. So I don't really understand how that works. So I am dumb Greek Titan.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, technically, I've kind of needed glasses my whole life. I just have this thing. Well, I recently discovered it, but I thought it was just a quote unquote normal thing as a kid, where I dislike the idea of things touching my face, especially like foreign objects like glasses and other things. So I just didn't wear them as a kid, and that may have also helped contribute to the eye that's messed up. Um, but I just didn't wear them, and looking back, obviously, I kind of wish I did, but uh, yeah, I pretty much what's it called? I pretty much really I lost my train of thought, but yeah, I did need glasses, but I just didn't wear them.
Oh, good. So explain the green hair on the model. I must know. You just
Yeah,
read.
so pretty much green. The simple thing is that green is my favorite color. I really wanted to contribute it into the VTuber while I was making it with VOD Studio, and I thought, what better way to present it is the actual favorite color, which is green. And then the little, like, I don't know what color it fully is, like purplish streak that honestly came as a complete accident, but it's looked great ever since.
Oh yeah, no, I like it. Um, one real quick second because I didn't expect this. She's indeed. Let's see. So let's see. Who was it? Real quick. Out of my way. There. The mighty. Oh my God! It's the mighty cheese lord. I don't know if that's the person who just followed me, but it says 2 hours to go. So I don't know if that's bugged. But thank you for getting us to 300 followers.
Excellent.
Now to 400. I'm gonna die personally. Uh, my prayers haven't answered. I'm sorry. We have a cheese cult.
Yeah, perfectly fine.
Yeah, we have you heard of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
I have not, but that sounds lovely.
It's a man made out of cheese who died for our sins. He was made into grilled
That's
cheese.
incredible.
Anyways, yeah, no, I like the purple streak, but damn it, my brain got out of thought too. Hello, Alarcia. I was like Garcia. Uh, so wait, who helped you with your model?
Pretty much for the model itself, pretty much just about all of it has been me. I pretty much have been using not VC Phase, VOid Studio
Huh?
as the basis for making my model, which for those unfamiliar, VOid Studio is a free program that essentially lets you get a base for a free VTuber model, and you kind of just are able to make additions to it as you see fit. So pretty much I edit it with VOid Studio and made it into what it is today. With these specific outfits, I use a website called Booth, and there's a ton of like Void assets where you're able to just kind of look around and choose outfits and stuff like that. So I've been using that site with full credits to everyone who I've either purchased or downloaded specific outfits from. The eye is the only thing that I had really much help with, which is a artist in my Discord named Sarah something. She helped me put together the eye for the actual presentation look and everything like that. She was also the one that drew the asset for the eye, so I was able to just kind of bring it over easily. But pretty much everything else outside of outfits, the actual model itself was made by me.
Oh, what about your burp?
The burb, that was made by my best friend who is also an artist. His name on here is Watermelon. And he pretty much, I went to him one day being like, hey, um, I really want a chat pet because I've been seeing on like TikTok and other like sites like that, other streamers that have the chat pet and stuff like that. So I really wanted one, and shortly after I got my bird, which is about like 2 years by this point,
Hmm.
um, I thought he would be have been like the perfect uh, chat pet opportunity. So I commissioned him to generously make my little guy here, and that's pretty much been my little chat pet ever since.
Does he speak?
He does. Can I do something on the fly?
Meanwhile, while you try to figure that out real quick, Ray also says he has a bird on his shoulder, and that is Star. Star is adorable. It is shadow creature. We should set
Ooh,
you up
cute.
on a play date. Or bird date. I don't know how that works. Um, let's see. So far, the interview has just been we've been talking about art stuff in regards to the model of the chocolatey. My brain broke. I'm sorry.
You're good.
And also, I have not been feeding a void kitty under the bar. Um, but that is aside from the point. There is no void kitty. God damn it! No, no, hey, quit it! Ah!
I'm going to test to see if he'll be able to talk, but I'm not 100% sure if it will. Well, maybe it'll go through. Do, 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 do.
Jeez. Oh God, no! Ow! Up and up and up. Ow! I'm sorry. I'm coming back. I'm not dealing with this cat. I swear. Should not store stuff in a cat. Um, Speaking of which, the FBI has not found me yet, especially in the underworld. By the way, welcome to the underworld. How was your trip in regards to it? The burb.
um, let's see. A lot of fire.
Yeah, that's pretty typical, especially when you're at like the higher levels. You're pretty far down. Did you like tumble down here, or did you fall from the weird sky crack? By the way.
Uh, I kind of just stumbled here. I was just walking one day, and then all of a sudden, I just saw a lot of fire. I was like, "Ooh, that's pretty. Let me take a look." And that's pretty much where I've been since.
I see. I see. Not irrelevant. Not irrelevant. What the fuck? Not a native. Yeah,
I do not think I'll be able to make Burb talk. So, unfortunately, he cannot talk right now. But during my normal streams, he is able to talk.
the burb is mute. It's fine. Um, so I gotta ask you, who are your favorite content creators?
I kind of have a few. I would say probably my favorite VTuber overall. Um, I would definitely say is Iron Mouse, mainly because she's just like somebody who kind of goes through a lot in her own personal life, but still is able to be able to just contribute, make everyone happy as much as they can, kind of deal, and just do what she can, even with her like real life predicaments and stuff like that. So I respect the absolute hell out of that for people who are able to just kind of put smiles on people's faces, even if they're doing their own kind of thing. Um, Other ones, there's probably one of the people I watch the most is, I'll say, Markiplier. Mark is also somebody I absolutely respect the hell out of because he just does a lot in general for a lot of people, and his own like productions himself are also very fun to watch, and his videos are great and stuff like that. So yeah, those would probably be top two that I would say is in my favorite realm of content creators.
I see. So Mark, and of course the Iron Mouse. I have a mustache. You know what we get a lot is
Mhm.
actually Markiplier. I need to like
That makes
put like
sense.
a poll of how many content creators I've heard Markiplier.
That makes sense. He's honestly like, I would definitely say a big inspiration for kind of my content creator stuff. Mainly because like how genuine he seems and things like that, and he never really wants to back down for the most part. If there's anything that like gets to him or anything like that, he just kind of fights through it and is able to just kind of do a lot in general. So that's something that I also respect a ton, is the idea of um kind of never backing down kind of deal. So I pretty much have resonated with that a ton. Even the idea of like making my own content, stuff like that. I've actually been in content creation for like I want to say like 12, 13 years by this point. I just mainly have started focusing on the VTuber as of 2021. But pretty much every time I sat there kind of feeling down or not really wanting to like continue with the idea of content creation for those past 12-ish years, um, every time he's been able to just come at the perfect time to be like, kind of pep me back up and inspire me to kind of keep going.
I think the latest I've seen of Markiplier, but I'm not like I don't watch Markiplier a lot. Is I remember
Mm-hmm.
back when he was doing the security breach videos and all the bugs that came from it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was the most irritating part of that year.
Yeah, no, that's definitely fair. He finds weirdly just some of the weirdest things in those type of video games. It's like super funny.
Is that the Bite of 87? Ta-da! Let's see. I was gonna add a lurk, but I do it 100 things. But I
I
gotta ask you, what are your thoughts on merchandise?
think merchandise is great. I think a lot of things are um if it's kind of a thing that if you're going to kind of survive in this space, you also need to kind of be compensated for it, you know? So if the idea that you have a loyal enough following that they're willing to buy stuff from you or buy stuff that has you on it, that it also helps contribute to you continuing to do this either as a fun extra hobby or a full-time job or anything like that. I think merchandise is a huge contributor in making sure that people kind of stick around as much as they can.
All right, but like, what if you made merch? What would your first product be?
I've kind of had like been, I don't know, I've kind of been running around that thought a bit. Um, there's kind of like the generic VTuber ones, like the Booba mouse pads and the body pillows and stuff like that. Uh, I don't. I feel like probably I would go into that zone with one of those as a beginning one, but I can't really think of, or at the very least probably like something simple to kind of like gauge if people would be more interested in buying stuff that has me on it. Probably something like stickers that have my emotes on it and stuff like that. That I think that would be like a good starting one, and then move to like the more extreme ones down the line.
Yeah, I do not. I've always thought about like when people first say like the booba mouse pad,
Mm,
which I think is very far in between. I've always thought about it, and I was like, yeah, I'm never gonna do a booba mouse pad. I think
makes sense.
because I
It definitely depends on the people.
my joke is that I could just do. Holy shit! It zoomed in on OBS. What the fuck? I can do that, but
Oh, jeez.
so I'm just like, yeah, no, I didn't even know I could. How do you? Oh my
That's funny.
gosh! I didn't even know I could zoom in on OBS. What the? This was an accident. Hmm. Nobody gets to see what happened there, but I'm just gonna say it was an accident. Uh, yeah. I feel I get some weird merch responses, but a lot of people say stickers. I mean, it's pretty easy to do.
I think stickers is like a very safe answer compared to like some of the other options that are out there.
Come on, you gotta do keychains. Where's all my keychain lovers? No, I'm just
Ooh,
kidding.
keychains would be cute.
They are. I feel like once you get too many of them, though, that you get like that whole. Have you ever seen like the keychain or not the keychain, like the keyring, but it has like a shit ton of keychains on it?
Yeah, yeah, stuff like that.
That terrifies me because trying to find your key. Uh,
I used to have like I not me personally. I never like fully got into like keychains and stuff like that because I didn't feel like I needed them. But there was one point where like when I was a younger kid, it was either like a parent or a sibling or something like that, and like every time they grabbed their keys, it was like they might as well have been playing like Jingle Bells or something because they just had so much stuff on it that it just made so much noise as it went through.
Honestly, I really love that. I'm still trying to find me the noise to make like a little keychain noise.
Hmm.
Eventually, if I get LootTubers on here, other than myself, it'll be chaos. Um, that is sad though. Um, what was I gonna say? It is time for the most powerful question ever asked here. Are you ready?
Sure.
What are your thoughts on furries?
I think they're fun. I mean I think overall, I don't know. I kind of joke at times saying like that I am also a furry, but it's not something that like I've ever personally put the idea of like getting into fursuits and stuff like that, but seeing like, furry bait in general, like in TV shows, anime, and stuff like that. It's always been like super cool to me and like stuff that I enjoyed, but not necessarily something that I would get into myself. But it does seem like a fun hobby, and like I respect the hell out of people to be able to be in those gigantic fursuits for hours on end, especially on days that it's like 80 plus degrees outside Fahrenheit.
I've heard horror stories from that, honestly. Especially when you don't clean those fins. I hear they stink to high heaven.
Oh God. Yeah, I
Um,
would imagine, especially with, like all the like fake fur and stuff like that on them. I imagine it smells horrible after a while.
yeah, it's all the sweat too, especially. Imagine being in the hot summer sun at a convention and just
I
having one of those
couldn't.
big fursuits on. That terrifies me.
I couldn't. I am like somebody who overall doesn't really do well when it comes to heat and stuff like that. So the idea of adding more heat to myself because of like fursuits and stuff like that, I'm good. Unfortunately, I'm good.
Yeah, I mean some are. Like, I'm gonna put that out, right? Yeah, I know it could be a lot of work. I don't have a
Mm.
fursuit. Do not don't. I have been called a furry as a joke, and I called someone else a furry as a joke. But that is aside from the point. My point being is I've heard of horror stories where people overheat in those suits.
Oh
I
yeah.
think it was Donkey Kong.
I couldn't imagine.
Like, someone was dressed up as Donkey Kong and they overheated in a suit. That is terrifying to me.
That's yeah. That like again, I don't do well when it comes to heat in general, but like the ever expanding idea of the potential of getting heat stroke because of the fact that um you're just doing your fun hobby kind of deal is just like terrifying to me.
Yeah, it's kind of like wearing an overly sized jacket in the middle of a heat summer, I imagine. But that is
Yeah,
sad.
that's pretty much how I imagine, but like probably like by three times, I would say. Like you get like a super big jacket and then wrap it fully around your body and then barely any insulation.
Wait, no, I don't feel like it would be that much. But have you ever played like Persona 5?
Yes, I love Persona 5.
Okay, so you know like that one scene where An's like dressed to the like so much that because she's
With
a
all the
mythic.
coats,
Yes,
yeah.
that is how I imagine it being, but not as bad. That is how I feel like it feels.
No, that makes sense.
Um, aside from that, and sorry about all the heat outside. I can't control that. Try to turn up the AC in here. What is the most embarrassing experience on stream or off stream that you feel comfortable telling us?
mm, that's I mean, I don't want to say obviously that I have no like embarrassing moments, but trying to
Costume
think
T
of that
pose.
on the spot.
Wait,
What's
did you
that?
T pose?
Oh yeah, I think I did something on accident.
Oh,
um,
uh
I
huh.
don't. So I mean, like, I would definitely say like the most embarrassed that I probably felt in a long time was in real life. At one point, I was asked to what's it called? I was asked to go pick up a delivery for my family of an IHOP order they made. So I went ahead and drove over there, and then as I'm walking up, I I don't go on the path that they have specifically made. I'm just kind of walking on the grass, and then I would take a step onto the path to get into the door. Um, and I completely underestimated the actual length of the grass to the actual like pathway. So there was like a big slant, like where you had to step over to get onto the concrete. And completely underestimated that, slipped on, like kicked the concrete on accident, completely tripped over, and landed like near on my face, kind of deal. And that would have been fine if no one saw it, but then I look over and like there's two people that are just like staring at me as it happened. And I could feel like the redness on my face as I realized they saw that, and all they really said was just a quick like, "You good?" I'm like, "Yep, just fine, just not just embarrassed." And then
Oh,
I just went in, picked up the order, and then just left.
oh. So you slipped. Dana.
Yeah, I slept. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now it is the true question time. So what is your greatest fear?
Mm, that is something that I haven't put too much thought into in a while. Um, hmm. I don't
Hmm.
know. I guess I will fully say without going too deep into the topic of kind of things that are going on at the moment within the US, I guess the kind of fear that I would really have is never being able to transition and never really being able to experience the actual life of a essentially being in a woman's body kind of deal.
Mm.
Um, I am as outward as I am about being trans. I haven't had the opportunity as of yet to be able to start my transition into being a woman. So I guess that pretty much would be my main fear
Mm.
at the moment is the idea of it never happening in general.
I see. Hmm. Can you give me a second there?
No, you're good.
Um, possibly. Uh, because I don't want to get too heavy-hearted on that one. That feels bad.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I honestly, I think that would be my like main one. I don't really have too much, honestly. I like just in general, I'm just kind of like a very open person in general, so I don't really like think about too much that would like genuinely scare me. But I guess like to be a lighter, I have had thoughts on the idea of uh just like the VTubing thing or the streaming thing, content creation thing, just kind of not working out in general. Um, and it kind of like not going the direction that I really want to. Because I've had a lot of opportunities with content creation, streaming, and stuff like that. Like um, being able to uh, not semi, I don't know what to really call it, but I have the opportunity and privilege of being able to get some games to stream without needing to purchase and stuff like that from a site called Keymailer. Um, Stuff like that is always fun because I get to experience games that I really want to play, uh, and being able to share it with my audience. And I've also gotten opportunities to meet other creators that are super fun and stuff like that. So I guess just kind of if one day randomly it just kind of all crash and burn, that would be another big fear that I would really have.
Okay, I see. So, you are walking through the cheese market. You found a cheese market. You just thought it was interesting, so you walked on in.
Hmm.
Um, you went to go pick up some cheese, but you're surrounded by haters who, you know, I don't know why, they just really do not like your eye. They just find your eye very weird, I guess. I don't know.
Hmm.
So they're surrounding you. On your right, you have cheese. Like a whole variety of cheese. It doesn't matter what type of cheese is there. And then on your left
Hmm.
is the entire aisle of milk that I have drank. Because you were too slow. I'm sorry. You got there at the last moment. Um, how would you defend yourself against the haters? And how what type of cheese would you use?
Good question. I would say probably something that's not like Swiss, something that has no holes in it. Because by then I would probably be able to. Well, no, that kind of depends. Because I specifically was going into the mindset of like American cheese, like the slices, and just kind of throwing them over, like throwing slices at people's faces to kind of cover their eyes and just kind of dip out of there.
Have you seen? Wait, you know what I need is hold on. Let's see.
Hmm.
Hold on. Where the fuck is that image? Uh, yes, indeed. Let's see.
Craft single shurikens, exactly.
There it is. I found it. Hold on. I need this image real quick. I don't know this image, but I don't care. Wow.
Yeah, pretty much that.
I just imagine you doing that a bunch of times and just walking away.
Yeah, pretty much.
Back under the bar you go, cat. Hey, don't go. No, no. No, I'm just kidding. That's not the cat under the bar. Let us see. So now that you've defended yourself for craft singles, I must know, what drink do you use to celebrate this situation? What is your favorite drink?
I guess I would say the drink that I'm most excited to get generally is I don't know, I guess I would say Mountain Dew Baja Blast. That's probably like the number one drink for me because like that's like every time I get Taco Bell, it's the drink I get with it. I try to get those little cans that when my store has them and stuff like that. So I guess yeah, I guess Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
Oh, did you hear about the fact that they made a hard version of that?
I did. I have not tried it. I have heard mixed things on it, whether it's good or bad.
I thought it was okay. I didn't personally like it all that much. I tried it last night, actually.
hmm Oh,
Um,
funny timing.
yeah, it tasted like I don't know how to describe it. It did not taste like Mountain Dew as much as it should have.
mm.
Yeah, it tasted more like imagine you kind of had like I don't know, like flat syrup. I felt I don't know, it just didn't taste like Mountain Dew.
That makes sense.
But yeah, it was not good. I, speaking of which, how have you ever seen those like alcoholic teas and stuff?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't think I've had too much of. I don't really like drink the alcoholic stuff too much, so I don't really
Well, fair enough.
kind of pay attention to stuff like that. But I kind of like know of them if I recall correctly.
Hmm. I see. They made like a Dunkin' tea, like alcohol one, and a Lipton tea alcohol.
Oh, interesting.
It's very strange. I don't know. Just
I think it was like some like soft soda. I think it was Mountain Dew with Baja Blast that kind of started like this trend of making. I mean, it was obviously like a thing in general for people for years, like rum and coke and stuff like that, where they would just like kind of make their own versions of alcoholic drinks with sodas. But I think in terms of like actually selling it, I feel like Mountain Dew was kind of like the beginning of a trend to be able to sell alcoholic drinks with that's just in their sodas kind of deal. And it's kind of like went to some weird options from there.
mm, I mean, there's alcoholic monsters now, and I haven't don't think I've tried those before. That sounds very strange. Like
It does. I don't know if I would really try that
I
because I try to like it's kind of a thing of like trying to like stray away from like two different type of drinks and like the idea of having an energy drink with alcohol that feels weird to me.
I think it's not is what the weird part is because that's why Four Loco got banned initially.
Oh yeah,
So
that's true.
it's not like one of those Red Bull mixed drinks. It's more like I'd assume it's just the flavoring of a monster with alcohol in it.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, I even then I feel like I still wouldn't like partake because that just feels weird.
Like I don't see why you would drink a monster if it didn't have caffeine in it. So
Yeah, yeah.
don't really understand it. It just sounds like I mean, so it's all like how do I put this? So caffeine is a stimulant, and then that's not a stimulant. Alcohol is a depressant, and I'm a first year psych student, or
hmm
not a first year psych student. I did one class of psychology,
Mm.
and yeah, those do not go together.
Yeah, I would imagine they would not do well together overall.
I mean, people do mixtails all the time, like cocktails and stuff like that with it, but still. Um,
Yeah, like Sarah said, the Red Bull vodkas are like you said too.
yep. Um, sorry. We got off
You're
topic.
good.
I keep apologizing. I'm sorry. I'm not American anymore. I'm Canadian now. I have to go to the motherland. I don't even need to break the window at this point. Let's see. I'm just gonna keep going. No. Okay. For real though, with the conscience. Um. So, if you could live in any game universe, what do you think you would be in?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Cause like I'm just kind of like a person that video gaming, like outside of like content creation and stuff like that, is actually my favorite hobby in general. So I just have so many that like just come to mind immediately that would easily be like a beautiful place to live in, stuff like that. I mean, I guess the actual like that's a really tough one to kind of think of on the spot, but I guess the answer I'll go with is my favorite game series in general, which is The Legend of Zelda.
Mm, but would you be a
Where
bystander?
yeah, I don't think I would really like I mean, like, yeah, a lot of like bad stuff can happen in Zelda and stuff like that, like most video game worlds. But I think just like kind of being a bystander, just kind of like just living in a town, just vibing and just doing random like chores and work and stuff like that throughout the day, just sounds fun.
Oh, I see. I see. Until your pots get broken,
Yeah, yeah, until those have to be replaced.
and then you get a random kid breaking into your house with a sword, breaking your pots, and then.
Exactly.
Do you think you would run a shop? Because I feel like that's the
Yeah,
only way you'd pay for all that.
yeah, I would definitely say so.
Imagine a kid breaks into your house just to like steal your PS5 and then just walks off.
Just that's just it, yeah.
I'm sorry, but that is the most terrifying thought. You're just kind of minding your own business. Um,
just wait, just waiting for just kind of waiting for something to happen in general, and then that just happens.
no, you're just minding your own business the entire day, and then suddenly the
Exactly.
kid.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. In rare circumstances, he'll just come up to you and be like, ask you a question, and you're just be like, ah, yes. Did you know that
NPC
Ganon?
dialogue. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts on NPC dialogue?
I think it's fun for the most part. I kind of try to like, especially in like RPGs and stuff like that. I do try to kind of pay attention to what people are saying because there are definitely some RPG series like Earthbound or the Mother series or Dragon Quest and stuff like that, where actually talking to NPCs is very beneficial to be able to get through the game to kind of give you hints or progress and stuff like that. So I actually do try to talk with people and like overall there are some like in some cases like one of the games that I've been slowly traversing is the Dragon Quest 7 remake on the 3DS, and some of the dialogue in there is actually pretty funny for random NPCs.
Finally, someone who actually owns a 3DS. I shall not put you on a pedestal. Actually, I'm gonna put you on the conscience. There you go. Wait, no, I'm sorry. I forgot you have no hands. Um, do not. Oh wait, there's your hand. Hold on, hold on. You might have to lift your both of your hands. I mean, a 2DS XL still counts. We do not discriminate against the
Same family.
3DS. Yes. Honestly, I think I like the new 3DS as well. Just because it
That's
had the
what I
game.
specifically have.
Yeah, it's great. It has like the ability to play the SNES games. For some reason, the original
Hmm.
one could not. 20-year-old
Yeah,
games.
it's so weird.
I'm sorry. Personal rant aside, I play way too much on that. I blame not Dragon Quest. Fuck. Um, yes. You know, if we ever do like TwitchCon, I need a bunch of people with free guesses to come together. That would be fun.
Oh, true.
I've been waiting for that. 3DS goers, come together. We shall play Animal Crossing. It's just one tap. You know what? No, we're not playing Animal Crossing New Leaf. We're playing what was the DS game? I forgot. Never mind. Point aside. I got far off topic talking about 3DS games and DS games. Um, no, it's not City Folks. City Folks the 3D. No, we. Um, yeah. What are your long term goals on every platform? Right.
uh, I mean, pretty much just like what most people are doing, just kind of continuing my best to for growth in general. Um, I've been very fortunate with the growth I've had. Excuse me, the growth I've had, especially in the last year. Last year was easily my biggest year yet. My main goals were to originally it was to hit 200 followers on Twitch, and then we by June we beat that, and then as a joke, I was like, hey, why don't we get to 250 by end of year? And somehow 3 months later we hit that. So um I pretty much just growth in general. I would like as a long term goal, maybe if the opportunity gives itself to me to kind of be one of the fortunate people that makes this a full time job, just to just vibe with people, play games, stream in general, and just make content overall. It's just something that makes brings me a lot of joy and happiness. So I kind of want to spread that to everyone that follows me as much as I can.
Speaking of which, I gave you a shout out just a minute ago, but I have to ask you, how is the Hello Kitty game? I have seen that twice in the last week.
Yeah, it's very cute so far. It's kind of like the idea of Animal Crossing, but if it was more like kind of an adventure game kind of deal. Not even adventure, but just kind of like a fun um overall game with a lot of objectives and stuff like that. It's like Animal Crossing, but you could do a little bit more kind of deal. It's like got this huge island that you could explore with a lot of fun places and a lot of cute Hello Kitty characters in general. Super fun. I love it so far.
So wait, is Kuromi the bad guy this time?
I don't know.
I see.
Ev- Everyone just kind of there to vibe for the most part. The game pretty much starts out with you jumping out of a plane to get to the island. So
I was not aware Hello Kitty was that badass.
yeah, right.
Animal Crossing, you just kind of they walk off of the plane. No, Hello Kitty just fucking jumps out of the plane like Fortnite.
Jumps out of the plane, lands on the island, then everyone kind of starts doing their own thing from here. There, they immediately like open and build shops and stuff like that, places to hang out, and just like you just go around the island doing a bunch of stuff. Yeah, the where we drop in. Yeah, exactly.
It'd be terrified if it like cuts to like Hello Kitty with guns.
That'd be insane.
When's my Fortnite Sanrio collab coming? Fucking no, I'm just kidding. Oh.
I mean, by this point, anything's possible, honestly.
Yeah, they've already had Goku. What? I think they had Goku. I know they had Miku. Um, and Peter Griffin. That is the
Yeah, there's so many things in Fortnite that just like by this point, what universe isn't in Fortnite by that point? That's the easier question to ask.
yeah. Finding what? I don't follow what and a 70s Mexican comedy icon. I don't know which one is that. I don't think
Oh,
you. Chaplain Corrado,
I
Colorado.
forgot about him.
I have no idea who that is. Actually, I'm gonna look that up. In the meantime, what are your thoughts on anime?
I love it. Actually, it's so I pretty much watch both languages, mainly sub or English sub and stuff like that. Um, and I've been super into it ever since I was a kid. I my earliest anime definitely was like I'll say Dragon Ball. I'm pretty sure that was definitely like my first, and then it just kind of kept expanding from there. Where I was like definitely like a Toonami kid growing up, so I would sit there and watch stuff like Dragon Ball, Inuyasha, Yu Yu Hakusho, like stuff like that. And related, but also unrelated, fun fact, the anime dub of My Hero Academia actually inspired another big hobby that I want to go into full time, which is voice acting. I actually want to be a voice actor.
I have had 3 people I think that are voice actors on my streams, which is actually
Nice.
not that is not rare considering the VTubing agent or not agency. Fuck. VTubing industry as a whole.
True. Yeah, a lot of VTubers generally do get into some pretty crazy things, which is fun to watch.
Also, I like to shout out Monarch, even though we are not actually shouting out Monarch, because they are a fucking huge ass voice actor. Um,
Oh, nice.
yes. I have not interviewed them though, because that'll probably be a fucking long time before I get them, if at all. Um, besides that point, we are. I can't even see. I am blind. What was I gonna say? Let's see. If you could have any company as your sponsor, who would you choose?
Oh, there are, I feel like a lot of good ones. Ooh, that's a tough one. Um, yeah, I mean Taco Bell would be a fun one just because like that would probably most definitely lead into something where I get compensation from them, whether it be food or gift cards and stuff like that. So that would be funny, fun both. But I guess one of like something like I would say probably something like Elgato or like one of those big like tech companies. Um, I'm always somebody who really loves the crap out of the ever expanding growth of technology as it's been happening for literal decades by this point. And I always have like a gleam in my eye, no pun intended, because of the weird eye. Uh, I always have a gleam in my eye because of the fact that like there's all this new cool technology that comes out, and it's just like all this really cool things. I'm kind of a power nut in that sense too. Like, what can these little machines do that I buy and stuff like that? So, I would definitely say one of the big tech companies to kind of be able to experience their concurrent modern technology and see like how much improvement there is compared to their older things and stuff like that.
Oh, that is a fair response. Now, we will bring out the judges. No, I'm just kidding. We don't have judges. I don't have time for that bit. I'm gonna hide under the counter. Nah, but I feel like Elgato is a pretty good answer. Like, I need to switch to me. I'm one of the judges. This lady gets a 12 out of 10. Okay. What about the other judges? Ray, would you like to judge Lady? Actually, no, that sounds weird. Judge Lady Chuckleton. Ray's somewhere out in the void, just working and just hearing like what? Probably not. I don't know what Ray's up to. So, what are your life choices?
that's a lot to get into.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
I know, I know.
Nobody ever knows. So, no, I'm just kidding. My brain has fried itself. I'm sorry.
No, you're perfectly fine.
Um, I feel like the only a few questions I might have not have asked you is, let's see. Um, no, I'm pretty sure that's pretty much it. If anyone else has any questions, go on ahead. Throw them at. We are all ready to answer all of the questions. Except weird questions. We are not talking about the pickles up the nose question again.
That,
That was, Bear Bunny. Oh yeah, who was your inspiration? I think that might have been.
I kind of said it with like the favorite creators and stuff like that. Definitely like Iron Mouse and Markiplier, like with those being my favorite creators, are also very huge inspirations. I think, I don't know, I kind of like overall, I have honestly, by this point, I just have a ton of inspirations because there's just like such a wide variety of content creators that I watch in general that just they inspire me in the sense of no matter what's going on and no matter what's happening, they're sitting there and still doing their best. Like Jacksepticeye is another big one because even with like a lot of things he's been dealing with on the internet in general for the past, I think he's also been one of those that has been around for a decade. Um, he's been able to just sit there and like give his own mix of being able to deal with his personal life and also continuing with full on content creation and stuff like that. Because he's one of those people similar to like Mugplay and stuff where he technically doesn't need to. He's kind of made his money and stuff like that, but he still comes back just to have fun and just mess around with people and stuff like that. And those are the type of people that I kind of respect where they could just kind of retire at any point, but they still keep coming back for the audience. Or hell, even if money is a justified answer, like they still show it in a way that they're still having fun.
Fair enough. By the way, this is a side note for Ray, who's watching. Why did you jack off the board? I'm just kidding. I was gonna complete that statement, but I realized that Twitch might kill me if I continue. Sorry, I had to do that at least once.
You're perfectly fine.
Anyways, we are coming to a wrap. So, yeah, you could try and get me later, but you live on the others. Actually, I can't even say that, can I? Ray lives far away. Ray will never catch me. Ray does not have the. Well, Ray probably has the money for it, but Ray probably shouldn't do that. Um, we will not judge Ray today, because this is not the Judge Ray stream. That's next stream. We'll do that in the comments. But as always, we're putting out the midnight oil, and wait, actually, I think we're wrapping up a little early today. So how do you want to get back to the surface? Or are you you know satisfied with staying here?
I'll probably just walk around for a while and probably try to jump. I think I can make it.
I have having my message on. Went aside. Okay. Well, don't get lost. Don't head into the labyrinth. Nobody makes it out of there.
I'll find myself around.
Okay. Anyways, you have a good day. Yeah, we're not killing anybody today.
Yeah, no problem. You have a
Hey,
lovely day as well.
wait,
Thank you for having
hold
me.
on. Did you say you would jump?
Yeah, I would just like jump back up to the surface.
I don't think that's how that works.
No, I think I got the leg strength for that.
Uh, okay. Good. Hold on. Get back here real quick. Hold on. The surface is so far away. You're in the lowest part. How do you expect that to work?
Oh, it's probably like 75 stories at least. I think I could jump that.
What? Do you think you're like the strongest person in the... Actually, no, I probably could do it too. But that is not the point. Uh, wait. Hold on. Are you regular human? I don't think regular people do that.
I'm an elf.
Ah. No, actually, that still doesn't explain it. How do you expect to get that high? Are you gonna like the bird can carry her? How does that work? I don't. I don't.
I think I don't generally skip leg day, so I feel like I could just like make that work.
Hmm. Well, good luck with that. If you get stuck down here in the next week, just call me. I'll keep that line open.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, you have a great day. Don't die out there. Uh,
I'll do my best.
don't
Thank
go
you.
to the bar across the street. That dude's weird.
Noted.
Yep. Anyways, y'all have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. We are doing rivals. We'll probably just be playing with other people's. But y'all have a good night. Rars. Oh, actually, who are we raiding out to? Also, howdy, Houndy. You just got. I just saw you. Fuck. And also Otto. Who do we have a recommendation of a raid?
Not at the moment. My normal people aren't live tonight.
Darn. I guess we're going to raid. Oh, maybe they're playing Kirby. We're gonna raid Ushime Momoka. Because they're playing Kerbo and they're playing Kirby All Stars. So, goodbye, everybody. Rawr. Hopefully they allow it. This channel has followed. Make sure to follow them as well. Rawr. Go check out the cowgirl. Rawr. Good night, everybody. How does the firebolt? I didn't do anything wrong, I swear. Nice. Well,